Tonight, the Newport News School Board voted on a new cell phone policy for students in the division. So here's why. Earlier this year, Governor Glenn Youngkin issued Executive Order 33, which bans or heavily restricts cell phones at school. Every school division in Virginia now has until January 1st to make sure their policies align with the new guidance. Miles Hood is in Newport News with more on what this vote means for families.
After months of discussion, Newport News board members voted to pass their rules and regulations on how they'll enforce a cell phone-free education environment. Tonight, students, staff, and faculty in Newport News Public Schools have some more guidance on when and where students are allowed to use cell phones at school. But before the vote, parents voiced their concerns.
But when you have parents that are asking their child to live stream video and audio from events or on school buses, it's negating our safety practices and our safety procedures that we have in place.
The policy has been a major talking point in education since Governor Glenn Youngkin issued Executive Order 33 earlier this year. Newport News Public Schools has decided to follow a plan similar to Virginia Beach, prohibiting students from using cell phones and electronic devices from the first bell to the last. The only exception is for high schoolers who can use their cell phones during lunch. Board member Douglas Brown was the only board member to not vote in support of the policy.
And I think it's a great policy except for the one sentence that says with the exception of lunchtime. And that's my reason for being against it.
Superintendent Dr. Michele Mitchell noted a positive reception to limiting cell phones that began earlier this year before the policy was adopted.
We had a teacher from Denbigh High School to email Ms. Brooks to talk about the fact that her administrators had really taken the heavy lifting for them and that students' grades had increased. Their engagement had increased as well.
Board member Rebecca Amon also voiced some concern with the lunch exception and hopes the board can be flexible in revisiting the policy if changes need to be made. Miles Hood, 13 News Now.
Again, every school division in Virginia has until January 1st to make sure their cell phone policies align with the new guidance.